Your dog needs something from you every single day, and it is not what you think. It is not food, it is not exercise, it is not the expensive bed you bought or the treats you keep in the top drawer. Those things keep your dog alive, but they do not make your dog feel loved. And there is a difference between a dog who is kept alive and a dog who feels loved. The first one survives, the second one thrives, and the gap between those two dogs is not money and it is not time. It is 5 things that take almost no effort but carry more weight than most owners will ever understand. Stay until the end because the last one is the thing your dog has been waiting for you to do every single night. And once you hear it, you will never go to bed the same way again. Welcome to Dino's Lessons. If you want to understand what is really going on inside your dog's mind, subscribe right now. Let's get into it. 1. Look into their eyes and hold it every single day. This sounds so simple that most people will skip past it. Do not skip past it. This one thing has more science behind it than almost anything else in this video. When you look into your dog's eyes and hold that gaze, not when you are giving a command, not when you are correcting them, just a quiet moment where you meet their eyes and stay there. Something happens in both of your brains at the same time. A study published in the journal Science found that mutual gazing between a dog and their owner triggers a release of oxytocin in both the dog and the human. Oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds a mother to her newborn child. The same chemical that creates the deepest form of attachment humans are biologically capable of. No other domesticated animal does this, not cats, not horses. Not any animal humans have lived alongside for thousands of years. Dogs are the only non-human species that actively seeks eye contact with humans for the purpose of bonding. They evolved this ability. Over 15,000 years of living with us, their brains developed a pathway that hijacks one of the most powerful attachment systems in human biology. And it activates through eye contact. This is not a metaphor. This is not poetic language. This is measurable chemistry happening in real time in your brain and in your dog's brain simultaneously. And here's the part that should change your entire day. It takes 3 seconds. You do not need to set aside time. You do not need to create a ritual. You just need to find a moment, any moment, where your dog is looking at you and you are looking at them. And instead of glancing away, you hold it. 3 seconds of sustained eye contact. That is all it takes to trigger the release. 3 seconds to tell your dog's nervous system that they are bonded to someone who sees them. 3 seconds to tell your own brain that this animal matters to you at a chemical level you cannot override even if you tried. Most owners look at their dog dozens of times a day and never once actually hold the gaze. They glance, they check, they scan, but they do not hold. And the difference between a glance and a hold is the difference between proximity and connection. Start today. Find their eyes. Stay there. Let the chemistry do what it was designed to do. Because your dog has been looking at you like this for their entire life. The question is whether you have ever truly looked back. Keep watching because point 2 is something you can do right now, today, and your dog will respond to it immediately. 2. Get on the floor. Sit at their level. Think about your dog's entire life from their perspective. Every human they interact with is above them, standing over them, walking past them, reaching down to them. Your dog's entire experience of people is looking up. Now think about what happens when you sit on the floor. Everything changes. Your body language shifts from authority to invitation. You are no longer a tower your dog has to crane their neck to read. You are right there, at their eye line, in their space, on their terms. And the effect is immediate. Watch what your dog does the next time you sit on the floor for no reason. They will come to you. Almost every dog does this. They will walk over, press against you, put their head in your lap, climb on you, or just sit beside you and exhale in a way you have never heard them exhale before. That exhale is the sound of their nervous system letting go of something it holds onto all day long. The effort of looking up. The effort of reading signals from above. The effort of existing in a world built for creatures twice their height. A study published in the journal Anthrozoology found that dogs showed significantly more affiliative behavior, approaching, leaning, resting against, and initiating contact when their owners were seated on the floor compared to when the same owners were seated in a chair or standing. Same person, same room, same dog. The only variable was the owner's height. The researchers concluded that the reduction in physical height was interpreted by the dogs as a reduction in social pressure. When you come down to their level, you are not just being cute. You are fundamentally altering the social dynamic of the interaction. You are telling your dog, without a single word, I am not above you right now. I am with you. And here is why this matters every single day. Your dog lives in a world where they are always the smallest one in the room. Every interaction involves looking up. Every human they love is physically above them at all times. That is exhausting in ways we never think about because we have never experienced it. When you sit on the floor, even for 5 minutes, you are giving your dog something they almost never get. Equality. Not in a hierarchical sense, in a spatial sense. The experience of being next to someone they love instead of under them. You will feel the difference the moment you do it, and so will they. Do it every day, not because it is a training technique, because it is the kindest thing you can do for an animal who spends their entire life looking up at the people they love. And point 3 is going to take something you already do and show you how to make it reach places inside your dog that nothing else can. 3. Say their name softly when nothing is happening. How many times a day do you say your dog's name? Think about it. You say it when you call them for dinner. You say it when you want them to come inside. You say it when they are doing something wrong. You say it when you need their attention. Almost every time your dog hears their name, it is attached to a command or a correction or a transition. Come here. Stop that. Let's go. Time to eat. Now think about how rarely you say their name just to say it, just because they are lying across the room and you looked over and felt something and wanted them to know. A 2022 study from researchers at Eötvös-Loránd University in Budapest used brain imaging technology to measure how dogs processed their owner's voice. What they found should change the way you speak to your dog starting today. Dogs process the emotional tone of speech in the same hemisphere of the brain that humans use for emotional communication. They are not just hearing sounds, they are reading the feeling behind the sound. And when an owner says the dog's name in a warm, soft, slightly higher pitched tone, the kind of voice most people naturally use with someone they love, the dog's brain showed immediate markers of safety and relaxation. Heart rate dropped, muscle tension released, cortisol decreased, not because of the word, because of the warmth. Your dog's name, said softly with genuine affection, when nothing else is happening, is one of the most powerful emotional tools you have. It reaches past every barrier. It does not require them to perform. It does not ask anything of them. It simply tells their nervous system, I see you. I am here. You are safe. No calming supplement can do this. No anxiety wrap. No white noise machine. Your voice carrying real warmth in a quiet moment, saying the name that belongs only to them. That is the thing your dog's brain was literally built to receive. And here's the part that makes this point different from everything else in this video. You cannot fake warmth with a dog. They do not hear words. They hear frequency, tone, rhythm, and breath. If you say their name while distracted, while tense, while your mind is somewhere else, their brain knows. It registers the difference. And it does not produce the same response. So when I say do this every day, I do not mean go through the motions. I mean find one moment, one real moment where you look at your dog and feel the weight of what they are to you. And then say their name like it matters. Because to them, it is the only word in the world that means someone chose them. Stay with me. Point 4 is the one most owners get wrong every single day without knowing it. 4. When they lean on you, do not move. Your dog walks over to you in the kitchen. They press the side of their body against your leg. Full weight. No reason, no cue. They just lean. Or you are sitting on the couch and they wedge themselves against your side and push until there is no space left between you. Your arm goes numb. Your position becomes uncomfortable. Your phone is out of reach. And you think about adjusting and do not adjust. What is happening in that moment is one of the most significant things your dog will ever do. And the way you respond either builds or breaks something they are trying to give you. In canine behavior, full body leaning is one of the most vulnerable positions a dog can put themselves in. When they press their body against you, they are deliberately giving up the ability to see threats from one entire side. They are replacing their own survival awareness with you. They are deciding that contact with you is safer than being able to see everything around them. In the wild, no animal does this unless they have absolute, unconditional trust in the thing they are leaning against. Not partial trust, not earned trust. Absolute trust. The kind that says, if something comes from the side I cannot see, you will handle it. I do not even need to look. Research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs who regularly initiated physical contact with their owners showed measurably lower anxiety and recovered faster from stress events compared to dogs who did not initiate contact. The physical act of pressing against you is not just emotional, it is physiologically regulating their nervous system. Your body is functioning as a calming tool for their brain. Now think about what happens when they lean on you and you shift. You stand up, you reach for something, you reposition yourself because your leg fell asleep. To you, it is a small adjustment. To your dog, the surface they trusted just moved. The thing they decided was safe just changed. One time does not matter. But if it happens consistently, if every time they lean, you eventually move, their brain starts to learn something. The safest place is not as stable as I thought. And the effect of that lesson is invisible. You will never see it. Your dog will not act out. They will not stop leaning entirely. They will just lean a little less deeply each time. The full weight will become partial weight. The settled body will become a body that stays slightly ready. And you will never know what you lost because you never knew what they were giving. So here's the practice. When your dog leans on you, stay, hold still, let your arm go numb. Let the show go unwatched, let the phone stay where it is. Because in that moment, your dog is telling you something that most humans never hear from another living creature. You are my safe place. And the only correct response to that is to be 1. And now we are at point 5. This is the one I said would change the way you go to bed every night. I meant it. 5. Be the last thing they experience before sleep. Think about the end of your dog's day. The house gets quiet, the lights go down, activity slows, and your dog starts the process of finding where they will sleep. Some dogs go to their bed, some dogs go to the couch, some dogs wait at the foot of yours. But before they settle, almost every dog does the same thing. They look for you, they find you, they confirm you are there, and then they lie down. That moment, the moment right before sleep, is the most emotionally loaded moment of your dog's entire day. And most owners do not even notice it is happening. Sleep is the single most vulnerable state any living creature can enter. Every defense drops, awareness disappears. The ability to detect and respond to threats shuts off entirely. For an animal whose survival depends on alertness, the decision to fall asleep is not small. It is the biggest trust exercise of the day, every day. And the last thing your dog's brain registers before it lets go of consciousness is whatever happened in the moments just before. If the last thing they experienced was you scrolling your phone in another room, that is what their nervous system carries into sleep. If the last thing they experienced was tension in the house, a loud noise, or the feeling of being alone, that is what settles into their body for the next 8 hours. But if the last thing they experienced was you, your hand on their head, your voice saying their name softly, your presence beside them as the world went quiet, that is what their nervous system takes into the night. And the difference between those two experiences, over weeks, over months, over years, shapes the kind of dog they become. A study at the University of Vienna found that the single strongest predictor of a secure attachment bond between a dog and their owner was not training frequency, not exercise, not diet quality. It was the consistency of calm, positive social interaction over time. Not intensity, consistency. The same small, warm gesture repeated day after day until the dog's entire nervous system rewrites itself around one central belief. I am safe here. And there's no moment where that message lands deeper than the last moment before sleep, because that is when the brain is most open. That is when the walls come down. That is when your dog is deciding one more time whether they can let go completely. So here is what I am asking you to do. Every night before you go to bed, go to your dog. It does not matter if they are already lying down. It does not matter if they look like they are already asleep. Walk over, kneel beside them, put your hand on them, say their name once, softly, and stay there for 10 seconds. 10 seconds, that is all. You are not training them. You are not correcting them. You are giving them the one thing that every living creature needs before they let go of the day: the knowledge that they are not alone, that someone who loves them is right here, that the world is safe enough to stop watching. Do this every night, and within a week you will notice something change. The way they settle will be different, faster, deeper. The tension they carry in the evenings will start to soften, and when they look at you in those final moments of the day, you will see something in their eyes that you have never quite seen before. It is not gratitude. Dogs do not think in those terms. It is something older than gratitude. It is the recognition that the most important person in their world showed up one more time. And that was enough. Now think back to everything in this video. The eye contact that triggers a chemical bond. Getting on the floor so they can finally be next to you instead of under you. Saying their name with warmth that reaches straight into their nervous system. Staying still when they lean their full weight against you and trust you with their blind side. Every one of those things is a deposit into something your dog has been counting on since the day they met you. And this, the last moment of the day, the hand on their body, the voice in the quiet, the presence that says, "I am here one more time." This is where all of those deposits land. This is your dog's entire world telling itself one more time that it chose the right person. If this video changed the way you see your dog, share it with someone who loves theirs. They deserve to know what their dog has been needing all along. Subscribe to Dino's Lessons. We are here every week helping you understand what is really going on inside your dog's mind. Do these 5 things every day your dog has been waiting.